Welcome back, guys, to another college football stream. Today's one, we'll be talking about Alabama's football year and what they will do in 2022. I'm super excited for them. I think they're going to be a good team, like always, because this is Alabama. They did have the Heisman winner in 2022. So, whatever happens is just going to happen because Bryce Young is the best quarterback in college football, and we all know it. He's the best pocket passer. He's the big and scramble. He has good weapons. And first, when we talk about this video, we're going to talk about people they lost in 2022. They did lose Jameson Williams, their star wide receiver. They also lost John Mechie. They lost all three of the receivers. We can go and say that. They lost three receivers. They also lost a freshman they had in 2021 in Guy Hall, who went over to Texas in a team they played in week two. They also lost one of their star tight ends to Texas in 2022. So Jaleel Billingsley and Jaleel Billingsley and Naga Hall went in the transfer portal to Texas. They also got a lot of people in from the transfer portal. They got a national championship receiver in Trey Burton. They also have one of the fastest guys I've ever seen in my life, transferring from Louisiana. So we're gonna preview and predict down their record. Guys, hit a like button, subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoy videos like these. And let's go and get right into it. So Alabama kicks things off versus Utah State, and if you know who Utah State is, Utah State did end up making a top 25 this year. Utah State is a team that's like a win-win. Who knows? They might do something really, really good this year. They might not. But I feel like it's a good test for Alabama because Alabama, they need a test. They didn't really have a test last year, and when they did, like Arkansas, they almost lost. When they did, like Texas A&M, they lost. When they had other teams they played, they lost. Like Georgia, they lost to Georgia once, but that's it. I'm gonna flip the headset over to my brother, and he's gonna help me talk about the Utah State game first week one. And who knows, we might even be attending that game because for us, that's a big game. That's a big game for us, and we're super excited for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and head the headset over to him and let him talk about it.
Yeah, I had a few things to say, but I didn't have the headset on, so I couldn't really talk or anything. But I did want to say about alcohol. I was listening to a thing. I really wish that that just fell on my head. That was so random. But I was kind of disappointed with Agai Hall because he was didn't really want to play football, even though he was a 5-star recruit. You know, I'm not gonna hate on him or anything, but I really wish he would have stayed, but I really hope we do get to watch this Utah State game in person. That would be really sick because I mean the tickets aren't that expensive, so we might attend. Yeah, yeah. But I think it should be a good game. I mean, it's not going to be. It's probably going to be an easier game for Alabama, one of the easiest three for sure, because we also have it like L.A. Monroe and Austin, PA, or whatever.
No, wait. Let me go and say something real fast. That way you can have it on. I would say that Alabama, this is not their easiest top three games just because of how much returning talent Utah State has. Nobody, Utah State returns all their talent from last year, and a team that did make a top 25 last year, who knows, they could end up being a top 15 team this year and shock the world.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be the easiest game ever, but I mean, I think Alabama should be able to win pretty good. Do you want me to like tell what I think the score will be or nah?
Sure.
I think um Alabama's got about two or three good receivers. Like Jermaine Burton, I don't know if he's very good, but I've seen him from Georgia from last year, and he was pretty good then. Um, yeah, he had I think like close to 500 yards receiving at Georgia, and so I mean he should be a good ad. Um, yeah, and then there's one more.
You have Ja'Cory Brooks.
Ja'Cory Brooks, yep, he's good. He's good. And then JoJo Earl, I think.
He's gonna
He's
be really good. He was good last year.
mhm. He's always been good. He's just never been able to step up and because we always have so many better players coming through. But I think Alabama will put up not a super high game. I think maybe 42 to 24.
That'd also be a good game.
That's what I'm thinking. And it's also an opener, so I mean, it's probably not going to be a super high scoring game. But you never know with Alabama and Miami last year. So I think we scored 42 that game
I think
versus
so.
48 or something versus Miami. So he's going to have the headset. We're going to talk about Texas.
Sorry, so let's talk about Texas right now. This game is hitting different. at Austin. This is Alabama's biggest look. Alabama and Georgia's last year was a test for them, but this Alabama Texas game, Texas might not be as good as Georgia, but this is a trap game that'll make you like, oh my gosh, because Austin's in a hostile environment, and who knows, Alabama could like be like, take a step back, and Quinn Ewers might lead Texas down that field, and Quinn Ewers might lead Texas to a win with Bijan Robinson and Steve Sarkisian. But I'm not saying that's going to happen because I do think Alabama is going to win, stay under control, and get the win. But Texas does have they had their awesome receiver last year in Agai Hall. Got Agai Hall in. They got the best transfer quarterback in Queen Ewers. Maybe, he hasn't even took one snap in college football, and he's about to be a Heisman candidate. Bijan Robinson, best running back in college football. Their defense is not bad. Texas, I'm not buying it. I know I just said all that good stuff about it, but Texas is not going to be a good team. They never are. They always disappoint. But I'm not saying that it's not going to be a hard game for Alabama to go in and try to win because who knows? Texas still might be able to do it. And I give Texas a good chance to win it. And I didn't put my record on the Utah State game. I think Alabama's going to win 38 to 21, 38-21.
Is that the Utah
That's the
State
Utah
game?
State game. For Texas, I think it's going to be 31 to 21, Alabama.
Yeah, I'm like actually like super hyped for the Texas game. This kind of feels like because he's a Penn State fan. I'm a big Alabama fan, but this game basically feels like the whiteout game or a Michigan game or something. I mean, they always play Michigan and Ohio State, but we're not talking about Penn State right now. We, I mean, I'm actually like super excited for this game because I mean, I don't think their stadium's super big, but that I've seen some
It is. It's
places.
a hundred
It's
some thousand.
really
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Well,
gonna
I've
be
seen
hostile.
it's that place is gonna be loud. It's gonna be really loud, and I don't think we're gonna be able to score as much just because of that. But I still think that we will be able to get the victory just because I mean I haven't seen a Texas in top 10, top 15 in a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe a few years ago, but
This is a different Texas team. They're gonna be good.
yeah. But I still think Alabama will get the victory.
So score.
I'm gonna go 42 again for Alabama. I'm gonna go Texas with I'm gonna go a little bit lower than Utah State. I'm gonna go with 17. 42-17.
That's not really cool about this game. So, all right, being a college football fan like me is cause like you said, I'm a Penn State fan, but I'm born and raised in Alabama, so I enjoyed this program. I like Alabama. I go to a lot of their games, and I've enjoyed most of them too. They're really, really fun to watch. I do like Alabama. So here's what I'm gonna have to say. Being a college football fan, I would like to go watch a Georgia versus Oregon game rather than going to watch a Penn State versus Minnesota game. Just because I'm more of a college football fan than I'm a fan of just my favorite team. Because I like to watch good games. And this Alabama Texas game, I ranked them in my second biggest game in college football in 2022. It might not be the best on paper, but Austin is a hostile place, man. You ever seen Oklahoma go in there? Oklahoma went in there number 4, unbeaten, lost. This is an awesome crowd, and I absolutely love Texas. I love Texas. I like Alabama. Go get him, roll tide. Now let's talk about Louisiana Monroe, and I'm not even going to give him the headset on this because I think I would say
I'll
63,
take the headset on this
63 to 3.
one. Yeah, guys. L.A. Monroe, they've done really good lately. I think they're gonna ball out versus. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was opposite day. No, they probably ain't gonna score, but I, 10. I'm gonna give them 10. I mean, they'll probably end up getting like a lucky touchdown by our guys making a dumb mistake or something. Well, they'll probably score late in the game when we put our freshmen and our backups in. But I think it'll be pretty high scoring game. I think we'll score. I don't think we're gonna score 60. I mean, Alabama's Nick Saban's. Are you good? Um, Nick Saban's probably not going to let us run up the scoreboard, so I don't think we're going to get above 50. We'll get 50 though at least. I'll go with 54, 54 to 10. That's what I'm gonna go with. What'd you say?
I said 63 to 3.
All right, so he said 66 to 3.
Next up on the list, we have Vanderbilt, and this is one that I'm not even going to head the headset over, no matter what he says. Vanderbilt is so bad. I said we might even put up 70, but I feel like Nick Saban's a smart coach and he's not going to do that. So I say we win 63-0 this time. Who do we have next on the list, Ford?
Um,
We just
I'll
passed
make my
Vanderbilt.
predictions. I'm just gonna.
All right.
Do you want to hit? Do you want me to take it? I'm just doing my predictions. That's all. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say 50. 57. I'll say 57. 57 to 14. No, 17. 17. Yeah. 50, 57, 17.
Next up is the game that I'm like, this is going to be a very, very exciting game at Arkansas. And Arkansas is a crazy place to play, as you know. Arkansas went in last year and upset Texas in Arkansas. Arkansas is a hostile environment, like I said about many crowds, but this is not a Pac-12 crowd. This is an SEC crowd, and Vanderbilt's crowd is hostile. When you talk about an SEC team, you're playing in an SEC crowd. Their stands, their stadium is not like Big Ten or Pac-12. So I say this Alabama Arkansas team is going to be closer than y'all think. Arkansas's KJ Jefferson, he's going to run over Alabama. I'm just saying KJ Jefferson is going to throw and run all over Alabama like he did last year. It was a close game last year, and it was closer than I thought it was. I think, if I have to say, I think Bryce Young's having a Heisman campaign year, and this is where he's going to start. Bryce Young's going to struggle in this game bad. He's going to throw 2 interceptions. I think the final score is going to be Arkansas 27, Alabama 38. 11-point win. Got us close. Got us thinking that Arkansas 37-28. No. 37-27. Got us think Arkansas. I'm not saying Arkansas is going to make us thinking. They're going to be like, whoa, can Arkansas pull off the win? And then Alabama scores 10 late and takes it off.
Yeah, I agree with him. I mean, last year we barely pulled it off. I mean, it was like kind of not last minute, but we were kind of holding on for a little bit. But I'm gonna ask you, what would you say for Utah State?
For Utah State?
Utah State, it was 38. You said 38 to what?
21.
38-21. All right. What'd you say for Texas? I need everything for Texas.
Texas, I said 31-21.
31-21. All right, so I'm going to talk about Arkansas now. I was going to just write this down so we can make a video later and see at the end of the season how many we got right and wrong for predictions.
That is why we're doing this. After this one, we'll be predicting Penn State. This one will be dropping very recent. It'll be like right after this because we're here up all night and we need to get some content for y'all guys.
Hey, and I see we got 3 viewers. I mean, comment if you're signed into YouTube, comment and say who you are because we can't see.
Guys, if you're watching this video right now, I see 3 audiences. I see people watching. Comment down below who you want me to see predict. What record do you want me to see predict? Comment right now. I can see y'all comment, and we'll predict them right after this video. Like, we'll go live right after this and predict their record one by one, just like we're doing with Alabama. So, like I said, the 3 people watching right now, go ahead and comment who you want us to do because we'll do it right after this for y'all guys. We'll do anything for y'all guys. Thank y'all for watching so much. Let them talk about the Arkansas game.
Yeah, so this Arkansas game is going to be a very fun game to watch. I wish we could go, but it is at Arkansas, so we're not going to be able to go to that. But it will be a very fun game to watch.
Oh yeah.
It's going to it's
Wait. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be able to watch this one.
Yeah. So this game is going to be really entertaining. It's going to be a tough matchup for Alabama. I mean, it's going to it's like Levi says, it's going to probably test Bryce Young a lot this game. And, ow. Well, I mean, it's just gonna be a good game to watch.
It's gonna be a fun game. Good SEC team. SEC West. Bam.
Yeah. So I think I think the score will be. I think we'll still be able to score a good bit on them. I'm gonna have to go with 48. I'm gonna go with. Whoops! I accidentally poked a hole through that. I'm gonna go with 48 to. I'm going with another 27. Kind of close. Kind of not.
Close for Alabama.
Yeah, close for Alabama. At least in the last two where we scored over 50. So,
Scroll down over there. So I can scroll down so I can see. On the thing. On your phone. So, guys, I know. I see 3 audiences. Please comment because we don't know who y'all want.
yeah, we don't know who y'all are.
So like y'all, we don't know who y'all are. We don't know what y'all want us to do. So the more y'all comment, the more content that gives y'all to enjoy. So if you're watching right now, just go ahead and comment down below and say, hey, look, I'm commenting right now. I'm commenting, hey, comment. I'm gonna comment, hey. If you see that, comment back and say we want Baylor, we want BYU, we want Arkansas, we want Auburn, we want Penn State, we want Ohio State. Who do y'all want? Whatever you choose, it can be a D5 college. I will predict them for y'all, but it has to be a D1. It has to be Division 1 FBS. So now we have Texas A&M, and I'm super stoked. I am super stoked. Y'all don't know. Just being a college football fan, how excited I am for this game. I cannot put it into words because this is crazy. Because A&M beat Alabama last year, and craziest upset we've seen in a minute in college football. And being an Alabama fan, basically him being an Alabama fan, we might get to attend this game since it's at Alabama. They might. I think this is the one game where Alabama is actually going to get tested because I know I've had some close games for Alabama, but Alabama is actually going to get tested. Bryce Young is basically going to almost, I would say, almost blow his Heisman chances in this game, but he's going to restore them later. So in this chances, everything's like, oh, Bryce Young is not as good as he really we think he is, because the final score is going to be Texas A&M 24, Alabama 27. Closest game of the year for Alabama, and we barely escape with a win. And Bryce Young throws for under 200 yards and 2 interceptions with only 1 touchdown pass.
So what you think the score's gonna be?
I think it's going to be 24-27 Alabama.
That's a really close game.
Oh, yeah.
And if any of y'all want a shout out, just comment Roll Tide, and we'll give y'all's channel a shout out. I'm super excited for this Texas A&M game. I did talk to my dad about this game. He doesn't think that this game will be close. He thinks we'll win by 3 or 4 touchdowns. He thinks that uh, Jimbo Fisher made the wrong person mad in Nick Saban, and he believes it won't be close. But I, on the other hand, still think that Alabama will win this game, but I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be only 1 touchdown, and I'm thinking at Alabama, at Bryant Denny, it's going. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There's gonna be a lot of people there. It's probably gonna be a sold out crowd, and
in the 103,000s.
yeah. So I believe it's gonna be loud, and I don't think that Texas A&M will be able to score a whole lot because of that reason. And so I'm gonna put them at having 28. I'm gonna have them at 28, and I'm gonna have Alabama at 35. 28-35.
If we both have W game, that's great. Who do we have next? Tennessee?
Yep. There's only 2 people watching now.
Yep.
3 people. Wait, somebody just joined.
Yep.
Comment Roll Tide for a shout out, please.
I could care less about the shout out. I just want y'all to comment below because who do y'all want us to predict the record like we're doing right now? All right, now we have Tennessee, and say what you want to say. I think Alabama's actually don't. Y'all can all hate me because, as you know, I'm an Alabama fan. I like Alabama, I really do. But this game is at Tennessee, and this game is gonna be close. And I just don't think Alabama has it in them. I think Tennessee's gonna pick up a win in this one by just 1 point. Um, I have to go with Tennessee right now because I know what Tennessee brings to the table this year. Tennessee returns all their talent from last year. They have a guy that's sixth in the Heisman vote. So Hendon Hooker and all right, look, in week one this may change. Week 1 and 3 might change this, but there's a you gotta admit you're an Alabama fan. You know there's a lot of question marks surrounding Alabama's secondary. Exactly. We don't know who's going to be starting. We don't know who's going to take whose job. All around, we have questions marked on this defense. And when you're versing the second best offense in the SEC, you can't have questions marked. You need to know what you're doing. And I just think last year when Alabama had one of the best secondaries in college football, Tennessee scored 24 on us, which is a lot for last year's Alabama team. And when they don't, then when we have question marks like, oh my gosh, we don't even know what's going on, they're going to score 38. They're going to score 38. Hendon Hooker, you can arguably say, is the best pocket passer in college football. I've watched many analysts say Hendon Hooker is going to be really good. I don't think he's the best pocket passer and quarterback. I'm going off what I've heard. I know Hendon Hooker's good. I know Tennessee's good. I know Tennessee has the top 5 offense in college football. I I'm gonna just say I'm going with Tennessee 37-36. The only reason I'm taking Tennessee right now is because there's too many question marks on Alabama. Tennessee's returning everybody. They have a good recruiting class. Alabama, too many question marks for me to say is going to win this game right now. But who knows? I just have to wait. I just have to know more because I don't know anything right now, and I know that Tennessee's basically guaranteed 100% in everybody who they start, and they're going to have a good passing offense.
All right, so this game, wait, where am I? Oh, never mind. So this game is at Tennessee, which I thought that we played Tennessee at Tennessee last year. I was kind of mad, but it's whatever. And yeah, like Levi says, Hendon Hooker might be a good thing for Tennessee, but this is gonna be a crazy environment, especially if we're not on up like in the rankings. It probably won't be as loud, but it still will be loud because Alabama is Alabama, and I mean I'm gonna be honest, they low down, they dirty, and they some snitches. I mean I don't know if you've heard the Tennessee remix from Alabama, but they low down, and we don't like them because they're inside a pumpkin orange. But still, okay, I'm not gonna be dissing on Tennessee or anything, but I do hate them because we're Alabama. But I mean this game is gonna be really good game. I mean, uh, I don't think Alabama will be able to score as much this game just because y'all saw last year versus Florida, we did not score a lot because of that environment that they had when we were number one. And that's probably going to be the same way with Tennessee. So I'm only going to have us lowest score of the season right here, one of the lowest ones. I got us at uh 32. That's still actually kind of high score. I'm gonna put 32, and I'm gonna put Tennessee at 28. Closest game so far this season.
Yeah. See, Tennessee, man, is
Tennessee. Let me tell y'all one fact. Tennessee at Alabama is no good. Tennessee at Tennessee is one of the best teams in the country, and they can beat. Probably they honestly, they probably have a better chance of beating Alabama at home than they do Ole Miss at home. I'll be completely honest with you. That's just how it works. The fans go crazy. Or them fans are crazy. They throwing golf balls like freaking corn on the cobs flying down there. Probably some PS5s. You never know. Next thing you know, maybe a freaking Lambo. Nick Saban's the next probably.
all right. Yeah. Lucy, you're also. Ow, dang it. Yeah, thanks for watching, Lucy. Um, so Tennessee, let's talk about them. Actually, after we do our Penn State video next, we can do a Tennessee video. I would like to break down their roster. That'd be fun. But next up on our list, who do we have next?
I already know this. This is definitely Mississippi State. Mississippi State. I knew it. I knew
Is
it.
it at Alabama or at Mississippi State? Check.
It is at Alabama.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying. This is what I have the same exact thing I have for Tennessee. Will Rogers, their quarterback, was third in college football with passing yards. He was first in completion yards, first in completion percentage, all around third best quarterback in college football. I mean, he throws the ball down the field, and I. The thing is, uh, I have the same thing I'm saying about Tennessee and Alabama. Alabama, Will Rogers will be able to throw all over Alabama because there's question marks for Alabama's secondary. But here's what I'm going to say right here. Tennessee is a more complete team, right, Ford?
Yes.
Tennessee, they have a running back. Tennessee has an offense other than just their quarterback. They have star receivers. They have star running backs. Tennessee also has a defense. Mississippi State doesn't have a defense. Mississippi State doesn't have a, a wide receiver or a running back. So here's what I'm going to have to say. I think this is going to be a shootout, a all-around shootout. I think Mississippi State's going to score 31 points. So I have Mississippi State scoring 31 with Will Rogers.
Hey yo.
I don't, like I'm saying, I don't, Alabama's defense is question marks for me. Will Rogers can't defend a pass. You know what I mean? Last year they didn't give us trouble at all. I was at the game at Mississippi State last year. Nothing happened. But like I'm saying this year, Miss Alabama's defense is question marks. If we did what we did last year, Alabama got two pick sixes. Two pick sixes in that game. I was going crazy for that game. That game was awesome. So I am gonna have to say Alabama 59. Oh, Mississippi State 31. 59 to 31.
Oh my gosh.
An absolute
That's a great
shootout.
game.
An absolute shootout. Let me. I can't. The thing is with me, I can't predict how good a team's gonna be if I don't know anything about that team. I know Alabama's gonna be good no matter what happens. But we've seen secondary problems in the past for Alabama. We don't want this to be the 2020 Alabama that wins a national championship but is known as the worst Alabama defense of all time. Because we don't want that. We want a defense that's willing to stop the other team and be physical, just like our 2015 2016 Alabama when we had Mika Fitzpatrick, Eddie Jackson. But the question marks are killing me here. I don't know. Will Rogers is going to get 4 touchdowns, 31-59. This is where Bryce Young gets back on the Heisman race because Bryce Young throws 500 yards with 5 touchdowns. Biggest game of the year. Here's what I have to say. I I could put Mississippi State easily at 21 points, but I will not put Alabama score down. The only thing I'll do, I'll put Alabama score up. Mississippi State's defense is the worst in the SEC. Absolute garbage of a defense. I don't. It's a joke of a defense. They don't even put anybody out there. It's so bad. We scored 59 on them last year, and we didn't even have our best players. 49.
You know, guys, I mean, he can think what he thinks, but we ain't thinking the same thing, bud. So, this ain't gonna be a shootout. At Bryant, didn't he? I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, they ain't scoring over 10. If you think about it, in the last few years, last year, they scored 9 on us. The year before, they scored 0. The year before that, they scored 3. Alabama has 86 wins in this series, 17 losses, and we have a current win streak of 14. So, I'm pretty sure we're fine. I'm gonna go with Alabama at Bryant Denny. They ain't got a chance. I'll give it. I'll give them 14. I'll give them 14 just for safe measures. Um, so I'm gonna give us I'm gonna give us 49. Now, don't get me wrong, SEC game. I'm not hating on Levi. This is gonna be a good game. I mean, it's gonna be a fun game to watch for us, but like, it's still gonna be a good game. I hope it's more like what Levi has because that's a closer game. I like better games, and M State. Um. Also, question: What did you have the Tennessee score?
I have the Tennessee score to be Tennessee wins 38-37.
Tennessee wins.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have Tennessee winning
38 what?
37.
Let me make sure I put that. That's the only one. That-
That's the
All right. Levi, I think he has something to say about this. Yeah. Bryant Denny's gonna be rocking that day. It's gonna be rocking louder at Texas A&M, but I wish we could go to that. But that's over $300 a ticket.
we might need to save up for that because if we keep this like we did this a lot, saving up would be enough. Even if Alabama wins,
Yeah.
that's good. I think we need to do it. That's the first week I get to watch college football, so it's a guarantee go. I think we need to save up for that.
We can. We're gonna try and save up for that, but me and Levi are gonna have to. It's gonna have to be me, you, and Dad. So we're gonna have to save up over $900.
I'm worth it.
I don't know where you better get $900 from. You don't work, but I'll pay for half, and you pay for half. All right. All right. Yeah. Hey guys, we're going to Texas A&M. I'm just kidding. We gotta save up first. We want to go to at least one game, even if it's the Austin PA game.
I don't even care. I want to go here. I got
Yeah.
something to say about Mississippi State.
We gotta go to Brian Denny rocking. He doesn't believe in it. He.
I
I went to one.
believe
I've been to at least one in the last few years.
in it.
I went to the Ole Miss game last year, and that place was rocking. And I also went to a night game, um, in a skybox, and I was in a skybox, and my ears were freaking ringing. It is it is loud on third down in there. You don't want to be on that field on third down. So Levi's got something to say.
So here's what I'm going to say. Yes, we have won 14 straight in this Mississippi State series, but I have facts. When's the last time Mississippi State made a bowl game? When's the last time they made a bowl game, Ford?
Never.
They haven't made a bowl game in almost as long as our streak has. They haven't made a bowl game in, I would say, 7 years. They haven't made a bowl game in 7 years. This is a team who just came off an 8-win season and made their first bowl game appearance in 8 years. So this team is getting better and better as it goes. And think about it. Will Rogers was just a freshman. Will Rogers was just a freshman who threw for 4,739 yards. But my score wasn't even close. It was 59-31. And I don't know if y'all know math, but that's over 30 points. Not over 30 points. It's 29 points. So I I like Mississippi State. I like their program. I've been inside their locker room. I've seen everything about it. Nice. I just don't know much about Alabama's defense, so I can't. I feel like Alabama's the only team that I'm like, yo, I don't know nothing about their defense. They lost Christian Barmore. They lost half their secondary. They lost Christian Harris. I don't know. I think they lost Jordan Battle. I don't think he returned. He might have. I might be mistaken, but I don't think Jordan Battle's here anymore. And Jordan Battle was awesome. And they lost Jalen Armour Davis. And to think about it,
Good. He was just injured.
he was injured. And William McKinstry, I don't know if he's even going to be good because he was hurt basically all last year. Nick Saban didn't like him. He didn't. That's just what I have to say. 59-31. I can easily make it 59-21. What's our next game going to be?
Our next game. Can I say it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say it on headset? Na 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 na. It's freaking LSU at LSU. Hey hey hey. Goodbye, Alabama.
As you should all know this. LSU's stadium is called Death Valley, right?
We did.
The- And this is a 6:30 p.m. kickoff game, right?
I'll check for us right now. Let's see.
It'll be a 6:30 p.m. kickoff game. It's at LSU. This is Death Valley. This is predicted to be the loudest college football stadium ever. Ever.
Louder than Penn State.
And Brian Kelly's a good coach. Jaden Daniels is a star transfer quarterback from Arizona State. I think Alabama picks a win. but Alabama wins only 35-20. We win by 15, I think. I have high hopes for Alabama in this game. 35-20. Good score.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Death Valley game, but not at the same time because I'm kind of like I don't know what's about to happen. This is gonna go either one of two ways. One of the way is Alabama's gonna dominate and score 4 touchdowns somehow and beat them by 4 touchdowns. That's one way, but the other way is we're either gonna win by a point or they're gonna win by a touchdown. So, uh, with Brian Kelly, the new coach, and still trying to establish a team, that is the only thing that is keeping me from letting LSU win this game. If not, I mean, if they have Edwards run for one more year at Death Valley, LSU wins. LSU takes the win, no matter how good they are, how bad they are. But with Brian Kelly there right now, maybe in 2 years when we go back to Death Valley, it'll be a different story. But I got the game. It's gonna be a low scoring game, guys. It's gonna be Alabama with let's see, 28. Low scoring game. LSU's gonna put up a fight. It's gonna be 21 for LSU.
That's a good score.
Yeah. Let's see what Levi has to say.
So I heard your comment on Brian Kelly trying to establish a team in LSU. Yes, I do agree. But here, I'm gonna look at you when I say this. Brian Kelly has faced Alabama 3 times in his career, right? So he's used to playing Alabama. Yeah, I know he's trying to establish his team, but he knows Alabama. He knows Nick Saban. He played him in the 2012 BCS National Championship. He played him in the 2018 college football playoff game. Played him in the 2020 college football playoff game. They're used to playing each other. I don't know. Brian Kelly might have a strategy. Like I said, I agree with Ford on this. I think he's still trying to establish his team. But who knows? Brian Kelly might have a plan because he's played them. Who do we have next after this game? Hopefully, like Ole Miss or Austin, PA.
After this game,
I'm hoping Ole Miss, man. I cannot wait for that game. Do we
it's
play?
Ole Miss.
It is Ole Miss?
Ole Miss at Ole Miss.
Bam! That's why I'm excited for it. At Oxford.
I will say something though. You can say it, but
Good.
this stadium only holds like 72,000. So
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I'm just ready for it because what happened last year? I don't know. So what happened last year? It was a 42-24 score, right? Alabama ends up winning, but I think Ole Miss wants their revenge, and it's Lane Kiffin. But Alabama says nope. It's another shootout game. Alabama scores 49. Ole Miss scores 31. 49-31. Another shootout game. Jackson Dart has this all.
Alabama wins.
Yes. Alabama. Jackson Dart has his Ole Miss team rolling. Holy cow. It's going to be insane. Let's go. Hotty toddy.
We need to go ahead and call in the sanitizer. We need to sanitize this. Did you? Excuse me. Did you just say hotty toddy? Hotty toddy your body and leave. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I said hotty toddy, guys. I mean, he's not a hottie, and he's not a toddy. So like, he's not hotty toddy. Like, why would he say that? Um. Yeah. So, guys, I don't know if I heard that, but he just said he likes Katy Perry. He said because he likes Ole Miss alumni. Guys, his bottom line. He's in love with Katy Perry. That's the bottom line. All right. I'm just kidding. So the man just flipped me off. Um, yeah, y'all didn't see it, but he did. All right, so.
Just come on,
We're live. Who cares? Like everybody's watching. What's up? Um. Let's draw the clock. Cut. Okay. Um. So Ole Miss, this game honestly is gonna be pretty bad. Bottom line, this game's gonna suck. We're about a D mob. No, honestly, it's probably gonna be 42 to 21. Yeah, because that was the game, and we destroyed them. And everybody was cussing at Lane Kiffin. They were like, "You suck."
What week are we on? Check the weeks. What week are we on?
I want to announce this one. I just feel like announcing it.
Is it Austin, PA? It is. It's Austin, PA. We're not even gonna talk about it. 63-0. What's the next game? You're not even gonna get your score. You're not even gonna talk. I got a new change today, guys. You like it? It's pretty drippy.
Yeah, big trip.
Yeah, for real. All right, who's it? What's the next score game?
I think we're gonna score
So 57-0.
7-3.
He has it 57-3. What's our next score?
The one.
Oh. So here it is, the Iron Bowl. I have an easy win. It's at Alabama, which I think
If it was that
Jordan Hare.
every year it's at Jordan Hare.
Holy cow! It's out of Alabama. This place is gonna be rocking and socking. Alabama picks up a win, 31-7.
31-7.
Yep, 31-7. Guys, I won't be closing out this video, so whatever he has to end on with, that's just gonna be it.
Oh yeah. So this place is Brendan is gonna be loud there. You're gonna be having some Dixieland Saturday night playing and whatever they play. I don't even know what that is, but um this game they're gonna put up more than 7, I believe, but we're gonna put up more than 31. I think they're gonna score 17. We're gonna score um the nice little 48. Nice little 48. Also, guys, so we said we want to go to the Texas A&M game. So please share this with your friends so we can like actually make some money like really fast. I might be in a few more. I'll be in basically all of his predicting the team's videos unless I'm away or something like that. But guys, thank y'all. This is my first video I'm in. So if you want me to be in more, say yes. If you don't, then just say you suck and I won't be anywhere anymore. Okay. Thanks guys for watching.
Guys, if you're watching this video, I see two of y'all watching. I don't know who y'all are. I don't know if y'all can comment. I know one of these person watching can't comment. So it's the other person. If you can comment, comment. I want to ask you right now. Would you rather, this is for us. Do you want us to go to the Alabama Texas A&M game or the Alabama Auburn game? Iron Bowl or the Alabama A&M game? It's up to you. Y'all decide. But guys, this is the end of the video. I'll see you on the next one. Penn State's dropping tonight on live. So we'll see y'all in like 30 seconds.
Well, not yet, not yet.
It might be a little over 30 seconds.
Okay, guys, he wasn't legitimately meaning 30. He wasn't meaning 30 seconds. He was probably meaning more like, what time is it? It's just now 10:03. It'll probably start dropping about 10:15. So we'll probably be in the same outfit, honestly.
Exactly. So don't be like,
Hey, yo, they don't change clothes. Hey, yo, they ain't got no clothes. But, roll tide.
all right, Penn State's dropping next, guys. This is my favorite team. See y'all in the next live stream. Enjoyed it.
Third person just joined in.